Okay, so we have class 4s and stock hatch underway now, going on this straight. It's a little bit wet and there's a little bit of bumping, but everyone seems to keep themselves straight. All coming round to this corner. They're all pretty packed in together. There's no clear gap apart from your first and second place. They're pulling away nicely. Okay, so coming round, we have ST13, CA242, CA120, CA53. They are your first four at the moment that are leading this quite nicely. Your leader at the moment, he's got himself quite a bit of a lead. Whether he can keep that, we will just have to see as the laps go on. Okay, so coming round is ST13, CA242, CA120, CA53, Radford 29, SN65 and CA11. Okay, so your leader at the moment has pulled a nice little gap. Your second, third and fourth buddies, ST13. They're coming close together. There's a bit of contact there. We have one in the infield, so your leader's got now a bit more of a gap now. Okay, so your lead at the moment, you've got himself a nice little lead. That's ST13. Coming around nicely is CA120, SN65, Radford 29 and CA11. We have a car to the back of the field that's just poozling round nicely, and your leader is just coming round now. That's ST13. Followed by CA120, Radford 29 and SN65 and 11. Okay, so your checker flag is now coming round. Your winner of this one is ST13. Who's going to come second? It's ever so close. But at the moment, it is CA120 followed by SN65, Radford 29, CA11. Sorry about that, my load again. Our little house has gone off again to race, but we've got 285, your leading car, 263, SN treble 3, 40, 451, 77. The leading car from 263, treble 3 and 40. Lost one car going up and 77. Still 285, 63, treble 3 and 40. And CA77, last lap flag coming out now for 285, who's led all the way from the start. Second place is 263, third treble 3, and the fourth is 40. Checker flag now coming out for the winner of this class, which is 285. Second place 263, treble 3, 40.
your Class 8 racing, and in the lead is Ben Harper in the Melton Treble 1 car. I'll tell you the other drivers when I can find the sheet. Well, I couldn't find the sheet, but the race has come to a halt anyway. So away from the line and a bit of a crossover, but we're now into the racing. It's Sporting 44 that takes to the corner first. That's Dan McKenzie, but not far behind in the SM49 car is Richard Danby. In third place is CA543, that's Vic Marjoram. SC53 in fourth, and the F600 car, that's the different car engine now, that's followed up behind, that's 244. Richard Danby, Big Margin, SC53, Graham Moss, Dan McKenzie stretching the lead now by a big margin. Richard Danby coming under pressure from the CA543 car, but just pulling out of the corner a bit quicker. And down the back straight, but coming back under pressure in the corner from the CA543 car. But still, 44 Dan McKenzie, 49 Richard Danby, 543 Big Margin, 53 Graham Moss, and Trent 44. So we're coming round for the last lap flag now. So down the back straight, round the pits bend, led from the start, it's Sporting 44 is going to take the win, that's Dan McKenzie. Richard Danby in 49 is second, 543 in third, Big Marjoram, 53 Graham Moss, and following up behind in the Trent 44 car. So we're away with the junior rerun. A little bit of water gone down on the outside of the track, so it is a bit slippy, but taking the lead is Sporting 21, SM125 in second, 650 in third, 212 in fourth, 630 and treble 7. So, still your race leader is Sporting 21. That's Kane Parnell. In second place is SM125, Philip Hayden. In third place is 212, which is Billy Rummery. I'm sorry if I've got that wrong. And IK650. Sorry, 550. I have to get my glasses on. That's Josh Morgan. 630 is Chloe Reynolds, and treble 7 Soren Powell. I'm sorry if I pronounced any of them names wrong. The handwriting I can't read, but your race leader is definitely Sporting 21, 125. 212 is chased by IK550. Having a little battle at the back is treble 7 and 630.
Can we have maybe class 13s and class 14s up to the pit lane please? That's 13s and 14s.
So, Sporting 21 taking the last lap flag, stretch out a bit of a lead from 125. 212 coming under pressure from his club member of IK550, looking for a gap up the inside but not quite making it stick. 777 is drifting away from 630, but round the pits bend is Spooling 21. He's going to come round and take your check and flag. So your race winner, Spooling 21, SM125 in second. 212 takes third, 550, and holding on to the fifth place is going to be 777 from 630. So we're Class 10 racing, and SN80 takes the lead, followed by Josh Hassel in the SN19 car, followed by the IK 69 and CA5 at the rear. But your race leader is Julian Heath in SN80. Josh Hassel just trying to catch him up there. IK 89 and CA5, I think that's Tom Parr in that, but I'm not sure. SN80 coming under pressure from Josh Hassel in the 19 car. Going to try and move up the inside, but I don't think Julian's going to leave him a lot of room. IK89 is just stretched out from the CA5 car, but the race is on at the front of the field. Going round the pits bend, still Julian Heath in the SN80 car, but looking at the wide line is SN19, Josh Hassel, 89 in third, and CA5 bringing up the rear of the field. A little bit of a spin there. No, he's gone round. Hopefully he'll be moved before they come round. But at the rate, Josh Hassel seizes the opportunity, finds a gap up the inside of Julian, and Josh Hassel takes the lead in the 19 car. SN80, Julian Heath relegated to second place, 89 in third still. A little bit far away from the leaders. And CA5 in fourth position. But now Josh is through, he's stretching out a bit of a gap. He's coming round for the last lap flag. Josh Hassel number 19, 80, Julian Heath, IK 89, and CA5 drifting round on the loose dirt. He's going to bring up the rear of the field. But your race winner, cracking race there, 19, Josh Hassel takes the win, 80, Julian Heath, 89 in third. And last but not least, and 14 on the line, sponsored by Simply Autograss and the Savage family, so thank you very much to them for sponsoring the trophies today. So we're away from the line, and the specials get away first, and your race leader, Melton treble 1 into the first corner, that's Barbara Harper. She's followed by the IK car, that's a Class 9 out there, and Trish Simmons-Grant in the 269 car in third position, and it's Leanne Tever in the 266 car. We have lost one of the cars, the other Class 9 car, IK treble 1, is drifting towards the outside. I don't know if there's problems on board of that car, but stretching the lead out now is Melton treble 1, that's Barbara Harper. Trish Simmons-Grant in 269, she's in second place, 266E in third. So quite a gap between these three cars now. So, still the race leader, Melton treble 1, 269 in second, 266E in third, and we have lost the Class 9 car. That's poodling around the outside, whether it'll pull off or not, but Melton treble 1, 269 and 266E. So, last lap flag for Melton treble 1, that's Barbara Harper, 269 is Trish, and Leanne in the 266E car. So your race leader and race winner, Melton Trevor 1, Barbara Harper. Trish in second in 269 and Leanne Tether in 266E. So thank you to him. He'll be taking pictures during the day, so check out his website or Facebook. But away from the line, here's the Class 11A cars, but in the lead, 474 goes into the corner first, followed by 668 Vicky Soul, 81 in third, just stretching out from the rest of the Class 11s. 196 is in fourth, 41 in fifth, 79, 247 and 17. So, just finding the inside line is 668, Vicky Soul. Kelly Reid is relegated to the second spot, but she's chasing hard. I think that's Vicky Tilson in the 196 car. She's leading the way from the Class 1s. 181 is Rachel Taylor. SN41, Jessica Browning. SN71 is Michelle Wilson, and 247, Bethany Marjoram. And at the back is T17, Claire Perkins. But your race leader, 668, 474. 196, just stretching the gap out now from the 181 car, 41, still in hot pursuit, 79, 247 and 17. But coming round for the last lap flag is 668. 474, still looking for that gap on the inside, but 668 in the lead, 474. 196, 181 and 41, 79, 247 and 17. So your race winner 668, 474 and 196, 181, 79, found the gap and relegated 41 to 5th, but 181 crosses the line, 79, 41. So the stock hatches are let go first, and then it'll be followed by the Class 5 cars. So 149, that's Beth Chapman, she's on the outside, but on the inside is 198, just taking the early lead. Linda Smith in the 123 car, in the head of the other Class 5s. Behind her is SM40, 35 and 72 quite far behind. But Linda Smith just slipping wide, and Flory has found a gap, but Linda back on the outside, trying to go around the outside. There's some leading cars in the way, will they jeopardise the racing, but still on the outside. Linda trying hard now. 149 may cause them a problem. 90, 98, 198 is stretching out the lead, but 40 into second place past the 149 car. Linda just struggling to get round it at the moment. But 198 coming under pressure, but Diane Heath sticks to the inside line and manages to get in the lead. Linda still trying to get past the 149 car. Relegated to 4th now. 102 and 35 having a race of their own at the rear of the field. But your race leader, SN40, Diane Heath, 198, 149 and 123. 35 just finds a gap underneath the 102 car. So your last lap flag, SN40, 198, 149, 123, just coming round the outside now, and 149 is in a spin, so Linda's round the 149 car. 35 at the rear of the field, just taking her last lap flag. 102 takes her last lap flag. But your race winner, SM40, Diane Heath. 198 holds on to second. 123, Linda Smith. 149. So we're away with the ladies class sixes. And Gina Packrell just edging in front in the 771 car. 18, 711 and 176 at the rear of the field, but it's 771 taking the lead. But SN 771, what a move around the outside. Oh, we've lost to Radford 771, must be problems on board that car, but 771 is your race leader. But up the inside goes CA18, Rachel Taylor. 76 in third place, just following at the rear of the field. But your new race leader, CA18, down the back straight, 711. And 76 just losing the leading pair now, but 711 is back up the inside of the 18 car. I think that's Millie Tilson in that car. 18, Rachel Taylor. We've lost 76 and the Radford 771 car, so just a race with two of them now. Your race winner's going to be tight. 18 just nicks it across the line. 711.
Okay, so on the line we have your rerun of your men's class 8. As they come along this straight, they're all fairly tight together, and no, it's just kept it. Our first place at the moment is the St. Neots car. So second and third, they are very tight at the moment. They're swapping and changing places. We have a Spalding car sat in the middle and red flag, so that class 8 race will be. Okay, so right here is your junior tracker action. This race is for anyone who's come to help set up the track. So we only have two of them out, and I believe it's SM114 and the SM2 car shortly behind in the junior special. Okay, so SM114 coming around nicely, and SM1 is getting very close, and we have an overtake. So we now have a new leader, and our new leader is SM1. It's got a very good corner in front now. I don't think there'll be any change of position at the moment as the last lap flag comes out for him. And in SM114, Harry is just about to... Okay, so your checker flag is now out and ready. So your winner of this is SM1. And in second is your junior saloon in SM114. And we are away with men's class 8. Those four out here with this one. This is the rerun you just saw a minute ago, having another go. That was ever so close, but he manages to keep all four on the wheels as he comes down to the floor. So we have our leader, and we are still racing. So we've still got our leader in front, followed by our second place. That was a very close show for this driver coming round now, but luckily he's on all four wheels and going round again. Okay, so coming round this time is SM90 and Chevrolet CA23. Okay, so our first and second place are coming under very tight. And it's happened on that corner again. The Melton car has now spun himself out. Okay, so our first place is still at the moment, they've all kept their water quite nicely. It's very, very tight racing. Leave the car that had a little mishap is now pulled into the pits. So we've only got 3 cars out on this track at the moment, and as you can tell, it is very, very close racing. So it's SN60 and Treble N coming round nicely to complete this grid of 3 now is CA23. Okay, so your last lap flag is now out ready for these men's Class 8 drivers, and at the moment it is SN60 from N Treble N. Okay, and coming round to complete the circle at the moment is CA23. Okay, so the checker flags are coming up for these Class 8 boys, and it looks as though our leader is going to keep it. It's SN60 from M Treble 1. And now well away with your men's Class 1 final. And it looks as though we're going to have roughly about 3 abreast, 2 sets going into this first corner. Okay, so your first, second and third place, they're getting very, very scruffy, but they sorted themselves out. First and second, and third and fourth, they are very, very tight. It's all very, very tight for this men's Class 1 final. Okay, so your first 2 runners and riders, they're close, but the ones to watch here, third and fourth at the moment as they are making the move. But as it is, it's C212, SN169, SN90, SN617, T630. They are your first rounds and risers at the moment. Okay, so as they're going round to that pit corner now, your first and second place, they seem to be catching each other quite nicely, but I think C212, SN164, SN90, T630, SN617, SN781. So they're all very, very tight and all very close together. There's not really a massive space. There is only one game to play for first and second. So as we're coming round, these first 2 boys, they're getting ever so close. They're almost touching distance of that first and second place, but who's going to get it? They all want that first position, but only one can get it. So at the moment you've got your Concorde Essex car in front, followed by the Neots car, and another Neots car behind. But your first and second, they're really battling it out as we come down this straight. It is still C212, SN164, SN90, T630, SN617, SN781, and it looks as though our sporting car towards the back is now pulling in the pits. So your checker flag is now coming out for these Class 1 boys. Who's going to get first and who's going to get second? All they want is a first. But it looks as though the Concorde car is keeping himself nice. So C212 followed by SN164, SN90, SN617, T. Okay, so we are now underway with the men's Class 2 final, and obviously all they want is that first, but who will get that first? It's going to be tight between the first, second and third. So first and second, they are really, really tight going down that straight. They are next to each other. Who's going to get it though? Coming around this corner, it's very tight for first, second and third, but at the moment it is C546, SN269. Okay, so your third place and second place, they are getting very close as your first place. At the moment, he's put himself a bit of a distance. It's just now the ones to watch is your second and third. Okay, so as we come back around, it's CA546, SN269, CA548, SN94. Okay, so as we go round this straight and round this bottom corner, they spread themselves out quite nicely. There's so far there's no long contact, so it is still CA546, 269, 548, and coming round nicely is the SN94 car. Okay, so your first two, they have pulled themselves away from that first place and he's back on the hunt from the car in front. We're just going to have to see who pulls it. At the moment, it's in 546269, 548, and coming round is the SN94 car. Okay, so your last lap flag is now out and waving ready for these men's class 3 drivers. So, can he keep his first position? He is at the moment at 546 from 269. CO548, and coming round nicely to complete this grid is SN94. Okay, this is it, this is what counts. They're coming around to that final corner. Who's going to get first? They both want first. They can only go first and second. So it's CO546 from 269. Taking the third is CO548. And coming around nicely to okay, so we have class 5 coming up now they're all coming into that first corner. There's 3 abreast and there's only a couple that can make it round. So we have a nice early lead. He's been leading quite a lot all day, so we'll just see if he can keep this tap behind him at the moment. He looks as though he's gone out wide, but he's keeping it tight. So it's P28, number 40, 35, 3, 2, 1 at the front to the back at the moment. The front 3 are very, very tight, and the back of the grid they're also very tight. But your front 3 are the ones to watch. Okay, so as they come round this corner, the Autograss car got a bit too sorry, it's 40 from 28. We have a spin on that back corner, TA321, SP102. That's in the 35 car, just lost it there, he was in second. And is this right? I believe we have a new first place at the moment, he's just snitched it from him. So it's now SM40 from C28E, coming round nicely in third is CO321, SP102, CO101 and SM123. And coming round towards the back of the grid, but let's not forget him, it's IK108 and SM35. Okay, so your first and second, they are very, very tight on each other now, but it's 40 from 28, coming round up. One of them's gone wide, who's he going to be? 102 from 321, CO101 and SM123. Coming round towards the back, let's not forget him again, it's IK108 and SM35. So your last black flag, the yellow flag with the black cross is coming round now for 40 in the Autograss machine. Coming round now to take it is SP102 from 321, CO101 and SM123. Let's not forget these two boys at the back is 108 and 35. So your checker flag is coming out now for these boys. It's SM40 from C28E. They are your first and second place. Coming round for third, I believe is your Spalding 102 car from CO321, CO102 by McKenna Rescue Services. And we are away with the men's class 7 now. It's all going to be a battle towards the first corner. And we'll have a wheelie from the Cambridge car. Okay, so there's your first place car has just pulled a nice little lead on him. There's the 2 Cambridge cars battling it out for second and third. Okay, so it's 273, 98, 2, number 19, SN351 from Spalding 55. Okay, so first and second, they're getting very close together. There's a bit of a gap in the middle of the field, but I believe that's just the Neots car still in front, and it could all change. So it's just changed, so it's CA2 from 273, 98, number 19, SN351 and Spalding 55. And we have a spinner up to Cambridge 2 car on that corner. So it's now the first and second is the one to watch. They're swapping and changing every corner. But who's it going to be? Your first place car has just spun out, so we now have a new leader again. It's 273 from number 19, 351 from Spalding 55. And we have your CA2 car that's spun. Okay, so leader now, he's got himself a nice little gap. Second and third, they're getting a bit tight round that bottom corner, but it's still 273 from number 19, more than 55 from 351. again Cambridge 2 at the back of the field. Okay, so your leader, he's got almost a corner in front of these boys now. Rapper 19 has set himself nicely in second, but it's coming in under a bit of pressure from third. So it's 273 from Rapper 19, 351 from Spalding 55. DA3 is coming round just to finish off the pack. And there's red flags. Okay, so we are away with your men's class 9 final. And it looks as though we're going to have roughly 3 abreast on this corner. But there's a bit of tapping in that, but they're going. And we have an early leader at the moment. That is second, third and fourth that are really battling it out together. Okay, so it's 73 from 357, IK 888. Melton 888, SN3 from CA. And we have a spinner down on the ambulance corner, but he's got himself going again. So your leader is now, I believe we've had a swap. This is now 257, 73, K3, Melton 888. CA14, and we have another spinner, the same person down on that bottom corner. Okay, so your leader, and I believe he's been leading quite a few races today, and this is 257 from 73, Melton 888 from St. Neots 3. Okay, so CA14 has now pulled into the field, so we've lost one car as it is, but IK 888's got himself going again. Okay, so it's SN257 from SN73, Melton 888, and SN3 slowly coming round. Speak too soon, he's gone in the pits. Okay, so coming back round to the IK 888 car, but this is the one to focus on. It's your leader, it's 257 from 73 from Melton 888. Okay, so coming round, we have a last lap for IK 888, but your winner is 257 from 73, Melton 888. Okay, and we are away with the junior saloons. Okay, so you've got your 3 front runners and riders at the moment all squeezing into that bottom corner. Okay, so SN9 is out in first, followed by the Cambridge car. Then we have a Spalding car sitting in third, so who's going to make it first? It looks to be your St. Neots car still. So it's SN9 from 81, 21, SN114, IK212, IK550, and SN124 completing. So we still have your leader in the St. Neots car. Nothing's changed at the front three at the moment, but it could all change as we know. There's many more laps to go. Okay, so the SN9 car's in front at the moment from CA81, SP21, 114, IK550, IK212 and SN124. Okay, so your front 3 runners and riders are keeping themselves nicely. As the track's just getting a little bit slippier because of this little downpour of rain. We've still got the front 3s, SN9 from 81, 21, 114, IK212, and we have a bit of contact down the pole and by the pits corner, and it's red flags. And a slippery track. So your first and second place sides ever so close, and one's going for a little spin. But your leader, he's pulled it back at the moment. Second place is quite tight to it, and third is running very near, so we're just going to have to see. And SN1 appears to have taken the right line, but there's SN318 shortly behind him, so it's SN1, SN318, SN744, and coming round is Scunny 160 from SN727. Okay, so your first, second and third, they're keeping themselves. There has been a bit of switch between the Neots cars at the front, but it's still SN1 from SN744, SN318. Coming round as well is your Sky 160 car, and we have a car down at the bottom that's just spun a little bit. So your leader is still quite nicely your Neots 1 car. From your Neots in the second and Neots in the third, so these boys are running quite nicely. Okay, so it's SN1 from SN744, from SN318, they are your first 3 runners and riders. But by no means least, in first place we have SC160. Okay, and last but by no means least, had a little struggle in this wet, is SN727. But coming round in your first leader is SN1 at the moment from SN744 from SN318. So Scully 160 is now coming round as well. Struggling a bit in the wet, but she is getting used to it as more laps go round. And obviously we have the Neots 727 car. But for the last lap flag is SN1 from SN744, SN318. They are your front 3 at the moment, they've got 1 lap to pull this off. Okay, so your Scully 160 car towards the back of the field, getting a little bit sideways there, but she manages to keep it. So that's Scully 160 coming out to take her last lap flag. So your winner is SN1 from SN744, SN318. They are your first. There's a car that's just bogged down on the start. So we have 3 going into this first corner. Who's going to make it out? It appears to be a 34 car from the 405, from the 668, 391. So they are your first 4 at the moment. Okay, so coming round now and first at the moment is 34, 405, 668, 391. And coming round nicely to complete this field is your SN44 car. Okay, so your front 4, they're getting themselves a bit spread out at the moment. Your leader is getting himself a nice bit of a lead there. But we've still got the second and third place. They're getting them so tight around that bottom corner. But it is SN34 from CO405, SN668, SN391 at the moment, and coming round to complete the back of the field is SN44. Okay, so your second and third, they're getting ever so close around this bottom corner, but your first place, he's still keeping it nice and tight at the moment. He's kept his position, and so is second and third. So it's 34 from 405, 668 and 391. Okay, so the gaps are closing between your first, second and third. Second and third are the ones to watch, I reckon. They're getting ever so close. But our leader, he's going up quite nice and wide, trying to get on the loose stuff, but will he keep it? It's 34 from 405 from 668. Coming round nicely is 391. And at the back of the field we have SN44 making his way round. Okay, so now for your first 3, their last lap flag is coming out now. He's keeping himself a nice lead. It's SN34 from CA405, SN668 and SN391. Okay, so your second and third, they've kept themselves in their positions. That doesn't mean that they've got it in the bag yet, but it's SN44 coming around to take the last lap. So your checker flag, so who's going to win this? It's SN34 from 405 from 668 in third. Coming round in fourth is SN... men's class 8 finalists and men's class 10 finalists, please.
So we've got the stock hatches and the class 4s out onto the track at the moment, but your early leader is Sturgeon 13 from the SN65, Cambridge 242, Cambridge 120, Cambridge cars in there, CA11 and Radford 29. as they're coming around the A1 bend for the second time. This time round it's still Sturton 13 who's leading from second, third and fourth. They're all bunching together, but coming around to start the next lap it's going to be Sturton 13, SN 65, Cambridge 242, Cambridge 120, Cambridge 53, Radford 29 and Cambridge 11, but as they're squeezing, the leaders got out and he's away, but it's second, third and fourth is where we're going to turn our attention to as they come into the pits corner. 242 takes the wide line. Does 120 slip up the inside? No, doors is shut, but it's still Sturton 13, SN 65, Cambridge 242, Cambridge 120, CA 53, Radford 29 and Cambridge 11. So they're getting a nice gap between each other. It's going to be Sturton 13 who still is predominantly leading the way into the start gate turn for the next time round. So it's Sturton 13 that comes around and starts the new lap. So it's 13, 65, 242, Cambridge 120, Radford 29, CA 53 and Cambridge 11. There's a green flag being picked up along the way somewhere, but I'm not really concerned at the moment. But coming down that back straight this time round to see that yellow flag with a black cross, the penultimate lap. It's start the gate turn for the final time. It's yellow flag with a black cross, one lap to go. It's going to be Sturton 13, SN 65, Cambridge 242, Cambridge 120, Radford 29. Cambridge 53 and CA 11 is the back marker at the moment, but there's going to be eyes on the start gate turn. This time round, checker flag will be poised. He's going to have it all to do. Well, he's led from the start as well, so it's going to be the Sturton car making his way down from the Sturton track to take the win. It's going to be Sturton 13, SN 65, Cambridge 120, Radford 29 and Cambridge 242 from Cambridge line for their final. Yellow flag on post one way, Spongy goes, engines revving and they're away into the first corner. Who takes the early lead? I'm not too sure, but it's going to be the 263 that takes the early lead, but under a little bit of pressure as they come into the start turn for the first time, slipping and sliding away, but everyone gets out into the corner fine, and it's coming down that back straight, stretching legs. It's still the Cindy's 263 car from the Cindy's treble 3. 451's third at the moment, but it's still 263, treble 3, 451, 711 and Concorde SX40. So Cindy's treble 3's got it all to do, but Cindy's 263 will be looking in his mirror coming down the start, come down the back straight into the pits corner for the second time of this race, and to see the treble 3 car in his back mirror. But it's still 263 from treble 3, 711. 30's up there into fourth, and Cindy's 451 is there as the back marker, but as they're bunching around, it's the Concorde Essex machine that tries to make a move out the inside on the 711 car, but he's just shut the door. No, I don't. So it's still Cindy's 263 has gone a little bit interesting. That allows the treble 3 car back into the lead. We've got cars facing everywhere, but you've got a new leader. It's going to be the Cindy's treble 3, 711, Concorde SX40 and 451 are bunched up down that back straight. But looking at our new leader, he's already got a fair enough distance between him and the rest of the pack. So coming round to start the next lap is treble 3, 711, 451, Concorde SX40, and the leader that led for a while, who spun it as he came onto the start finish straight, has retired over into no man's land. He'll go, but it's still Sydney's treble 3 that comes round this time to see the yellow flag with the black cross. We've got cars going out through, and we've got one over. Red flags please, marshals. Ambulance onto the track. Red flags please, marshals. Well, it was all a our junior re-race, so all cars were eligible to go back into the rerun. So who's it going to be as they come off the start line into the A1 bend for the first time? Little bit of contacts up around and all sorts. We're going to listen on to the radio. We've got debris all over the track, and there's the IK 550 car that's just chilling on the A1 bend just in the middle, but pulls off, so it's going to go back to the leading car. We've got a little bit of contact between second and third, but it's going to be the Spalding 21 machine that leads the way. SN9, SN125, Sydney S114, IK 212 and Cambridge 81. So stretching the legs down that back straight for the second time throughout the lap. It's going to be the Spalding 21 that leads away from Sydney's 9, SM125, Sydney's 114, Victor Kent 212 and Cambridge 81, but it's still 21, 9, 125, 114, IK 212 and Cambridge 81. But it's still Spalding 21 who is your race leader from SN9, Sydney's 125, SM114, Victor Kent 212 and 81. But there's going to be a little bit of pressure coming from the 125 machine on the 9 car as they're coming into the A1 bend. But it's still your leading car who leads the way is Spalding 21. But let's have our attention back onto second and third. It's 9125 that's going to give it out. Hammer and Tong into the pits bend for this next time round. It's still 9 that holds the second place, but it's starting the next lap. It's going to be Spalding 21. 9 or 125 is 9 that's in second place from 125, 114, 212 and Cambridge 81. But as they're coming down that back straight, I see the yellow flag with the black cross is poised and ready to be dished out for the Spalding 21 car as they're coming round. This time round for the penultimate lap, it's still Spalding 21 that leads away from Sydney's number 9, Sydney's 125, Sydney's 114, Victor Kent 212 and Cambridge 81. So it's still 21 that leads the way under no pressure whatsoever. The only chance that they will lose this race if it's in the mechanical gremlin. But it's still Spalding 21 that completes the race and takes the race win. Sydney is number 9 in second place. Sydney is 125 in third. Who's it going to be? For this one it's going to be Sydney is 114, Victor Kent 212 and Cambridge 81. Okay, so we've got the Class 8 final offline with a little bit of a damp trail. The rain's just coming in, but it's going to be the 49 car that leads away from the Melton machine in second place, but around the outside is the Cambridge machine that takes the early lead into the pits corner for the first time. It's still the Cambridge machine that leads the way from 49. You've got Ben there in third place in the Melton car from the Cambridge machine, but it's still 543, Melton 71, Sydney's 49, Cambridge 23, and the Scunthorpe 53 machine. But as they're coming down that back straight, the Cambridge machine's just stretching his legs into the pits bend for the second time under a little bit of pressure from the Harper machine in second place. You've got the 49 car in third. Cambridge 23 just visits the arm car. He'll be waving at the lads in the pits saying, oops a daisy, I'm just going to stay here for the rest of the race. But we've got red flags. Well, that's just curse of the commentator. We were doing quite well there, wasn't we? So we've got Class 10 final coming out, we've got the Hassel machine, we've got the Heath machine, we've got the Cambridge 5 car, we've got the Invicta Kent car there in third place, but it's Julian Heath that leads the way coming down that back straight into the pit bend for the first time. Josh Hassel sits there in second place, Invicta Kent in third, and the 5 machine goes and visits the Arco for the second time, but it's still 80, 19, 89 and Cambridge 5. There are your runners and riders. But they're all nice evenly spread out. There's not really much going on as they're coming down that back straight for the second time into the pits turn. Second time it's still Julian that leads away from the Hassel machine. We've got the Invicta Kent of Jeff in third and Cambridge number 5 is Tom Parr, but it's still 80 from 19, 89 and Cambridge 5. We're getting a little bit closer together between second and third, but it's still the 80 machine that leads the way coming into the pits bend for the third time. This time round he'll just feather around saying, come on lads, if you want to catch me I'll slow down for you, but starting another lap it's still 80 from 19, 89 and the Cambridge 5 car goes the scenic route across the infield and back out onto the track. There are your runners and riders and it's still 80, 19, 89 and 5. So it's still 80 from 19, 89 and 5. The runners and riders still no change. Julian's just losing a little bit of power. That's allowing the Hassel machine to just gain a little bit of ground on him. But Josh has got a lot to do to reel Julian in. But as they're coming into the pit bend This time, can Josh make anything pay off? They'll be greeted with the yellow flag, with the black cross. This week, 1 lap to go. We're going to have a little bit of a challenge for first and second. Josh just gets it out the inside. Julian's gone out and allowed Josh through. So we've got a brand new race leader. It's going to be Sydney's 19. That is now leading away. Julian says no chance. I'm going to try and shut the door on you on the outside, but that's a long way round. Josh is just trying to stick the inside, but loses out. So checker flag time is going to be Julian in SN80. Josh Hassel in 19. Invicta Ken 89 in third and complete. The riders this time is going to be Melbourne Treble 1. Sydney is 49. Cambridge 543. And Scunthorpe 53, they're the runners of riders. So as we take our attention down that back straight into the pits bend, for the first time it's the 49 car who shuts the door on the Melton Treble 1 car, but Benz knows how to work the track, but it's still 49 from Treble 1, 543 and 53. That's the runners of riders, but let's see what's happening back at the front. Ben's trying to round the outside on the 49 car, but it's just lost a little bit of ground from that manoeuvre around the outside. So it's still the 49 from the Treble 1, 543 and 53. So still no change as we come back to start the next lap. 49 leads away from Melbourne Treble 1, 543 and 53. So can Ben make anything work if we turn our attention back to first and second place? But it's still the 49 car that shuts the door and says, if you want to go around me, you've got to try and use the same route. But Ben kicks a little bit of grip up as they come around into the pits bend. How's it going to be? He's trying the inside, he's trying the outside, but the 49 car still shuts the door on him. But Ben knows he's got a bit more ground and power as he goes round. So that's just allowed the Melton Treble 1 car, but 49 is back up on the inside. Ben's really got to make something stick to make anything work on this slippy raceway, but it's still Melton Treble 1 from 49, 543 and 53. That's the runners and riders. God, what a cracking race between first and second. So let's turn our attention back from the 49 car. He's going to say, if you've done it to me, I'm going to try it back to you. How's it going to look into the pits bend for the next time round? This time round they'll be greeted with a yellow flag, with a black cross. Ben's looking at it, he's seen it. So 1 lap to go. Melbourne Treble 1, Sydney is 49, Cambridge 543 and Scunthorpe 53. So this time round is the penultimate lap. How is it going to work? This is everything to play for into the pits bend for the final time. Ben just looks around, sees the 49 car in his mirror, but he's lost something. So it's going to be Melbourne Treble 1. Sydney is 549, Cambridge 543 and Scunthorpe 53. So this will be the ladies class 11 and 11As off the start. We've got Bish Bash Bosh coming off the start line, so I'm not really sure what the marshals will make of that, but it's Victoria Soul that leads the way in. Sydney is 668. Sterling 474, Sydney is 169, Sydney is 41 and Cambridge 81. So after a little bit of a squeezing session from the first lap, it puts the 41 car back into third place as you look at the race. But still it's Victoria Soul that leads the way in. Sydney is 668 from the Sturton 474 car, Sydney is 196, Cambridge 81 and SM41. That's how it goes for this. It's still 668, 474. Just hearing on the radio that there could be docked 2 places, but we'll listen to see what happens. 196, Cambridge 181 and Sydney is 41. As they come around the pits corner, it's still 668 that leads away from ST 474. Sydney is 169, Cambridge 181 and SM 41. That is your runners and riders as they are all evenly spread out at the moment, but the only real challenge at the moment is between the second and the third place cars in the ladies 11. But as we come back onto 11As, it's still SN 668 that leads the way from Sturton 474. 169 leads the way in the ladies 11 final. Cambridge 181 there in second place from SN 41. So this time round they should be greeted with that yellow flag with the black cross. Hopefully everyone will go onto their final circuit, but it's still Vicky Soul that leads the way in. Sydney at 668 to come round and start the final circuit. So it's Sydney at 668, Sturton 474, Sydney at 196, from Cambridge 181 and SM 41. So all drivers are onto their final circuit, not really any problems. But we're going to go back to our leader of the race in general. It's going to be SN668 who takes the win comfortably. So that's 668, Sturton 474, St Neots 196, Cambridge 181, and completing the line-up at St Neots. So we've got ladies racing at the moment. It's going to be Cambridge 149, Cambridge 189, and then the 5s and the 6s have appeared very quickly. So it's going to be the Cambridge 149 car that leads the way. Then we got the 5s of the St Neots 80 machine 123. So as they come round, it's going to be 149, 189, 40, 123, 35, 1711, and Cambridge 18. With the Spald machine, who's the back marker at the moment. But they're going to start squeezing together. So we've just got a new second place car, but it's a long way around that track if you want to try and make anything work. Well, it's still the 149 car that leads the way, so that is... But we've got a little bit of excitement all over the place really, but it's still the class 5 that leads the way. Someone's just got muscled out into the pits bend. We've definitely got red flags unfortunately guys, and both back onto the track. I think.
But they will be racing for their own trophy. Trish and IK Treble 1. Does get a bit tiring for 2 days racing, but I think we moan about it, but we all enjoy it, I'm sure. So it's IK Treble 1 and SN269. My two secretaries are sitting here saying, speak for yourself. One each side of me, so I can't win. So still in the lead is the IK Treble 1 and the SN269. Oh, shut up. Right away. Last lap flag there from IK Treble 1 and SN269. Check a flag out now for IK Treble 1 and SN269 at every meeting for points for the end of year trophies. Right, it's SN9 from 114, 196, 181, and I don't know, and 125. Completing the second lap is the SN9 car. SN1 going through from 114. 196, 81 and 125.
Concord Office 212, Sydney 269. Concord Office 28.
SN9 is still your leader from SN1 and 318, got it. From SN1, 114, 196 and 125.
champion or champs is Neots 124, Victor 10212, and Victor 220.
So we've still got 9 from 1 and 318, 114 and 196 from 125.
Moving on to ladies champion or champs.
Last lap flag from Charlie. They're all close together coming there in that pit bend. Let's hope they all stay on their 4 wheels. But it's 9, 318 and 1 all side by side. So this is going to be a battle there for the first place. Josh is trying to come up on the inside and the other special's going on the outside. Poor devil. They've passed him. And we've got the 2 specials now in the lead and the checker flags come out and it looks like, yes we have, Josh in 1 from 318 and SN9. That was a damn good race for them junior boys and girls. 114, 196 and 125. Right, 351 from 19. Right, this Mini is the first place car. Sorry, I got 2 in front of that. 828 is your leading car from 63 and 44. And that special there's got a long way to go. So 351 is your 4th place car and SN19. That's Josh Hassel in that special. I'm sure he can make a lot up before we get to the end. 828 and 63 over the line together and 44 in 3rd. 351 and 19. So we've got a new leader which is 63, 44 and 828, 351 and 19. And 19. They're all close together now. Josh is making headway on that one in front of him. I should imagine he'll have him down that back straight. No, he's seen him coming, so he's put his foot down. But that little class 1 now's nearly been reverted to the back place. But it comes now your leading car, which is 63, 44, 351, 19 and 828. They're all close together now, coming around that A1 bend, but they're all neck and neck. They're orbs. 2 more have gone past the 44 car. They're all close together. Josh is getting very near, and the checker flags out, and it's just Josh in 19, 351, 63, 44 and 828. Another good race. Right, we've got CA198, your leading car. So it's 198 from 40, 18, 123 and 711. And SP 102. So it's still 198 from 40, 18 and 123 and 711. Still SM40 from 198, 18, 123 and 711. Check the flag for 40, 198. Well, we've finished. Yeah, because I didn't give... Right, your leading car coming round now is RK733, CA 999, RK189, RK111, and CA 777. This is the non-qualifiers race. The cars that are out here are the cars that did not get into the final races, so we give them an extra race this way. So it's still 173 from 999, 189, RK111, CA 777. Last lap flag just gone up. RK733. So the checker flag for the winner of the non-qualifiers is 189, 733 taking second, RK111 from... Right, we're off to the main race of the day, which is the Champion of Champions. There should have been quite a few more cars, but I think most of them made their way home. So I think we finished up with 5, 6, so I suppose that ain't too bad. It is a shame this doesn't happen properly, but there should have been one out of each class today and tomorrow, so there should have been 20 cars out here, but it doesn't always happen. But your leading car is the blue car over on the back straight, but I'm sure he'll soon be caught up by the faster cars coming from behind. which is SN90 from 34668, SN40, CO546 and SN49. So it's 3490, 668 and 40 from 546 and 49. No, he's all right. So it's 34, 668, 40, 90, 49 and 546. From 49, 668, 40, 546 and 90. That special's now just going on the inside of Daniel Robbins. So it looks like he's going to be way gone. So it's 49 from 34, 668, 40 and 546 and 90. Last lap flag coming out now. And it's 49, 34 still holding second, 668, 40 and 546 from 90. Checker flag coming out, and looks like we've got a special of champion and champions today, which is SN49. Daniel Robbins did try to hold on, but SN34, 668, 40. SN9. So it's SN9 from 21, 1, 318 and 727. So it's still 9, 21, 1 and 318 from 727. Yeah. They're all tight together now, but SN1 just cracked up on the inside from 9. Good, she'll have a trust in him, won't she? We'll just let her do one lap round. So it's SN1 from 9, 318, 21 and 727. So it's 1, 9, 318, 21 and 727. So it's still 1 in the fence down here, 727, 21 and 318. She's come out again, which is 9. Last lap flag just been shown by Charlie. Which is SM1, 727, SP21, from 318 and 9. Checker flag there for SM1, that's Josh Howard, 727 second, 21, 318. Right, this is the ladies. We got SM41 from Vicky Soul in 44, and the faster car in is the SM40 car. So we've only got 3 left in the ladies. Oh, come back. Oh, they've all got to be separate. So it's still 668 from 41 and 40. Still way in the lead, 41 second and 40 just overtaking Jessica in the 41 car. Jessica's holding on in the inside, but it looks like the other one's gone round on the outside. 668 taking the last lap flag from 40 and 41. Now is 668, is 40 gonna, it doesn't look as if she's gonna get round to catch Vicky Soul. So it's checker flag, and I think Vicky Souls took the ladies in 668, 40 second. If she'd have had another lap, I think she'd have caught Vicky.